Hey, what is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Um, my name is Abdallah. I'm a day trader, if you don't know me already. And I have recently been making some videos to help out with new traders and some traders who have not been having success recently. So I like to trade using supply and demand levels. It's the most popular trading style that is out now. So I have a plan right now, which is to break up my videos into 4 different sections. And this is the first section here, and it will be based on pre-market analysis. So in my personal opinion, most traders fail because of what they do during pre-market, or more importantly, what they don't do during pre-market. And it is where I was losing money because I wasn't paying attention during pre-market. I was jumping into the market at 9:30, right at open, right at the open. That's when I was beginning my trades. Whereas the trading day should begin for you if you are day trading at 8:30, 9 o'clock. So you have kind of a gauge on where the market will be. So this first video will be titled pre-market analysis. So the first thing that I always like to do before the market opens is I go to investing.com because I need to know what is going on with the markets today, and if there are any Fed meetings that are coming up, because as we know, these dictate the market so much, especially recently. So when we go on investing.com, we can come over to news, go to the economic calendar, and this takes less than a couple minutes during our day. So when we go on economic calendar, we can go to filters here, and we can clear all of them and just select the United States. And then we'll come here to economic activity, and we'll click here. So we want the most important things in the economy, and then we say apply. And once we come here, we can see it says there's nothing scheduled, no events scheduled. How about tomorrow? There's nothing scheduled for tomorrow. And we can see for this week, we have this report, the energy outlook, on Tuesday. So on Tuesday at 12 o'clock, I would be a little hesitant before I make any trades and see if this will be something that could potentially dictate the markets. So now that we have that out of the way, that takes literally a couple minutes, just a couple minutes, and see if there are things that will affect your trades for that day. So there's nothing. Now we're all set. Number 2 is we check SPY. SPY controls 500 of the biggest companies in the world, and it kind of runs the markets. So if the markets are going up, usually your stocks will also go up. So first thing I like to do is I jump on SPY and I look at SPY for the day. So today is Sunday, obviously the markets are closed, but I would look and see, just say it was Friday, I would have seen that the markets had a gap up. And then I have it in my head, okay, the markets have a gap up for today. Things are looking a little greenish. I know overall we're in a bear market, but we gapped up for the day. So you have that kind of in the back of your head. And that's how you do your pre-market analysis for the overall market, and you check your economic calendar. Now, our next point of action is, this would be around 9 o'clock or 9:15. is to see which stocks will I be trading today. You can't just trade any stocks. I see so many people, they just jump on, they trade Tesla, or they just trade Facebook for no reason. You have to have a reason for your trades, and the only reason that you should be trading, day trading, is because there is volatility and volume on that particular asset. So if there is more volume than normal on a specific stock, you will have opportunities to trade that stock. So how do we find that? Back on TradingView, this time we go to markets. And I actually like to log off. For some reason, when you're signed in, it acts a little weird. But anyways, we go to markets, screener, and go over to stock. Now we go over to the three dots on the right hand side and deselect everything. We can keep market capitalization. We can keep price. We can keep volume. And there's a couple things we'll add. So we want to see pre-market volume. We want to see relative volume. And I think that's all. So market cap first. And all of these are relative. You can change it as you like, as you get more comfortable, but this is what I like to use the most. So market cap, I want a market cap of 50 billion. So I want stocks with big companies. I want a volume of at least 1 million. I want pre-market volume of 250K. So now that we have all of these in here, we can see that it gives us all of these stocks, right? Let's filter, click relative volume. So you get the highest relative volume. Relative volume is stocks that have a greater volume than they normally do. So we can see PayPal has a volume greater than normal, 2.7 times greater than normal. Now, these are the only stocks that we should be trading. That's it. For that particular day, these are the only ones that we should be trading. So I'll leave the video here. So if you need to refer back to how you do your pre-market analysis, you know the first thing is I check my economic calendar, see if there's anything important. Number 2, I check and see what SPY is doing, and if it's pretty early, check futures. And then number 3 is I go to my stock screener and I find stocks that fit this criteria. And there's actually one more thing that I would probably put on here is earnings. So I'll say recent earnings and upcoming earnings. I don't like to trade stocks that have earnings. So if I see, for instance, PayPal is here, I can see PayPal had earnings. That's why its volume is so high. I don't want to trade that because you might get affected by implied volatility. So ignore stocks that have earnings that day or coming. Maybe if it's the next day, it's okay. But if it just had earnings or if earnings are coming out soon, just avoid those and look at the other stocks. So that's it. We'll leave the video here. This is pre-market analysis, and our next video will be on selecting the stock that we want and finding our supply and demand levels, and then we'll make a video on entry and exits and how to select the correct contracts. So that's all. Have a lovely day, people. I hope this video helped out. If it did, please share with one other person. Like, comment below if you benefited or if there is something you would like me to change. All right, peace out.